Yeah, exactly.
Perfect. Great. And then if you can just give me a thumbs up if you can hear the audio in a second.
Okay.
Thank you for attending this Connect Together event. During this event, we have automatic closed captioning available. Please go to the bottom of the Zoom meeting, click Live Transcript, and then Show Subtitles to turn them on. Before we begin, we'd like to take a quick moment to let you know how you can join an opinion research panel made specifically for British Columbians living with disabilities.
For 25 years, the Disability Foundation has been fostering meaningful experiences for Canadians with disabilities through outdoor recreation, social connectedness, innovative adaptive devices, and more. Today we are asking, how has the pandemic affected you? Help strengthen decision makers' understanding of your needs and experiences by joining an online opinion research panel consisting solely of people with disabilities and their caregivers. Make a difference in your community today. The Disability Foundation. Reimagine what is possible.
Did you know? Young adults with disabilities have a harder time getting hired. Break down barriers by sharing your story. Take our survey.
Great. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. Thanks, Angela. All right, so we will just switch over the screen and then we'll get started. Hi, everybody. I am back. I've missed everyone, and yeah, so hopefully the last couple of weeks with Sierra have been great. Today we are going to be focusing on some shoulder activation work, so getting into those little shoulder stabilizers, movements of the shoulder joint, and then some hinging and punching. I personally really like this theme because it hits a lot of target areas that are that we hit a lot of, whether you're sitting for most of your day or walking or doing both. Maybe you're doing both. You're sitting and you're walking, or you're transferring, or you're being weight bearing, all of the above. So I find that this is one of my favorite combinations that we do. Okay, so in terms of equipment today, we are going to be using some type of band. If you have multiple bands and just have a few at your side, we'll definitely be using a lighter band for the shoulder work, and then probably a little bit thicker for your punch, and then maybe not. Maybe you'll just want to use a little bit of a lighter band. So regardless, have bands next to you. We want to have, if you have any grip stuff going on, or any like grip dysfunction or weakness, I do recommend like making loops in your band so that you can always bring it into your wrist, or even something like this can be helpful for some people. Okay, so I'll let you do that on your own time. And then we are going to have some trusty weights. These can also be soup cans, which is what I like to demonstrate with. They can be like light weights. I'm probably not going to recommend anything over 3 pounds each. If you're somebody with any joint pain, I'm thinking specifically in your shoulders, but it could also be wrists. It could also be elbow. Make sure that you're working within your range of being pain-free. So if, for example, we're punching with weights and that feels painful, try it without weights. And if that feels better, then that's what you're doing today. Okay, so it's not a competition. It's not to see who can lift the most. It's all about working in a safe, pain-free range, because that's how we're going to improve and get benefit. If our body's always in pain from something that we're choosing to do, in a sense where like we're actively inflicting that pain on, it's really going to inhibit your progress in terms of your strength and or endurance, or even just functionality of what you're doing. Okay, so that's my one little lecture today. Okay, and then the last thing is having a dowel. So something nice and long, easy to grip, wider than your shoulders is all I ask. Okay, this can be a dead hockey stick, a broomstick, a dragon boat paddle, which I know some of us use, or just a dowel that you got cut like I did. Okay, so to warm up, we are going to start getting right into some movement here. No release work today. So we're just going to start with some nice easy head rotations. So we're going to rotate and then we're going to switch. Okay, and we're going to rotate, and then we're going to switch. And the goal with this is to keep looking as far as you can over your shoulder without your ear tipping down. Okay, so we're on an even playing field with those shoulders over and over, and just taking note which side feels tighter. In other words, which side can you not look over your shoulder as much as the other? Okay. And awesome. And now we're going to tip up, straight up, and center, and down, and center. Good. And up. And I don't see any new people in here, but if anybody is watching on Facebook, just remember you can write in the chat and I will answer your questions or comments if you have any after I'm done a movement piece. Okay? Those of you in here that I see, you know that already, so feel free to reach out. Last set. And now we're going to tip. So we're going to tip an ear straight down. Make sure when we do this one that we're not hanging the head forward. So bring a little bit of a chin tuck to start so our spine is nice and long. We're sitting nice and tall, crown of the head up to the ceiling. And then you're going to do your tip, and you're going to feel a lot more stretch here if we do that, as opposed to hanging the head forward. Okay. Awesome. And now we're going to do a half circle. So you're going to take your nose and you're going to make a nice big semicircle in space and stop at the other direction. And semicircle over and semicircle. Good. The neck and the shoulders are related. So there's a lot of those muscles. If we have tight neck, it's going to affect your shoulder function. So really important to warm up and warm those neck muscles up before you do, even if you don't think it's an upper body workout. You'd be surprised. Okay, we find our balance, especially if we have any compromised core function, the balance that we find starts to creep up into our neck. So it's really important to make sure we're warming up everything in your body before you do your exercise. Okay, now we're going to get into those shoulders. So we're going to roll forward, nice and big, 1 and 2, nice and slow today. Good for 10. And last time, good. And now we're going to roll it backwards. Roll. So when you do this, I want you to really focus on the back body. So you're feeling right behind your shoulder blades, like right at the backs of your shoulders, right where I pointed. Okay, that's what we're trying to focus on here. And this is 10. Good. Now we're going to do 1 at a time. So we're going to roll forward for 2, 3, 4, and then just 5. And now take it back. 1, just 1 at a time. This is harder than it looks sometimes. 3, 4, and 5. Other side, coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Taking it back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's going to open up 5 into a nice big arm extension. Big, spread those fingers wide and give yourself a nice big hug. And we're going to switch that top arm when we do it again. Open up and give yourself a big hug. Slow moving today, nice and fluid. Easy with that motion. Having nice control. We're not throwing any movements away. Not yet anyways. Not in warm-up. And open, good. Okay, last 2 here. And 2, stay where you are. Push those feet into the floor if you can feel them. Exhale, and you're going to rotate. Inhale back to center, other side. Exhale, rotate. Inhale back to center. Exhale, rotate. Okay, no wiggle parties here. So when I say feet planted, whether it's on your foot plates or on the floor, We're keeping those hips nice and still. Rotate. Deep breath in again. One more. Bring those arms out. Good. Tiny little circles coming forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other way. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're doing it one more time. And forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Other way. Last time. 1. I know this is a lot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. We're going to cross, sweep. Other side. Cross and sweep. So I'm not going really far back on this one. It's just to the side. I know in the past I've done sweep and then look all the way back. We're just going to go to the side. A little different. Okay, and again, rotate. This is also a place where we're not going to have any wiggle parties in the hips. So the rotation comes from the belly button height. Last 2. Over and over. Awesome. Good. Okay, grab your dowel. Everybody's going to use a dowel today unless you don't have enough trunk function to do any type of hinge. So I'm going to show that. Okay, so if I lower this a little bit, if I'm not using this, so if I have a compromised trunk, hands are going to go on your thighs. You're going to keep a nice long spine, so sitting up nice and tall, and you're going to let the weight of your torso come forward, and you're going to walk your hands forward or let them slide forward, and then you're obviously going to be supporting yourself on your hands. Okay, we don't want to get this. I don't want to see the slouch. So we're going for a nice long spine. Everything's pulled in. Tip forward, and then we're going to walk ourselves with our hands back up. Okay, so that's version 1. If you don't have any core function or you have not quite enough to do it with the dowel. Okay, option 2, if you're not sure, just try both of these and see what works better. Option 2, nice and tall, pull the dowel into your chest, and you're going to hinge like you're bowing to someone. So it's just like you're bowing to someone, and then come right back up. So the queen is across the room. We would bow, we would not slouch, and then come back up. Okay, so either one, even if your hinge doesn't look like mine, it might look a little bit smaller, then you can still use the dowel. Okay, here we go. 10 reps, and we're bowing, and come on up. Okay, so no movement in the legs or the feet. The only movement is that hinge right here at those hip creases. And that's tipping your body forward. And tip. And up. Keeping that dowel right against your chest. That's going to help keep the spine long and not get any roundedness in that spine. And 8. Good. Last 2. And again. And awesome. From there, we're going to take the dowel right up and over. And down for 10. 2. And down. Good. Getting even a little more warm up in their shoulders. And 4. And 5. And this is 6. Good. If you're slower than me, that's okay. I just want you to work to your best speed, and it's okay if it's not the same timing or tempo or amount of reps as me. That's fine. I'm going to do 2 more. Do what you can. And awesome. Okay, from there, this is a long circuit. So we have our hinges overhead, and now we're going to rotate, and we're going to punch with that opposite hand, back in, and then rotate. Back in, rotate. And rotate. Nice. And rotate, punch. And rotate, punch. Punch. And punch. This is 20 total. punch. Good. 6, counting down. 5, 4, exhaling on the rotation. 3, 2, almost there. 1, and take a little rest. Awesome. Okay, so that is our circuit. Give your hands a break if you've been holding the dowel the whole time. And then we're going to go right into those again, starting with 10 hinges. So we're here, or we're using our hands to walk ourselves forward. Coming back. Okay, then we have our around the world is what we call. All of these exercises are also listed on the Ocean Insider Club. So if you are an Ocean Insider Club member and you want to redo any of these exercises, or you need a little bit more cueing, feel free to go to the site. Okay, and then the last one is going to be rotate punch, and then back to center. Okay, here we go. So deciding what you're going to use. Some people are going to be here. Some people are going to be here. Pull that dowel in, chest nice and tall, crown of the head elongating to the ceiling, and we're bowing to the queen across the room. Here, and then come on up. And here, nice. And exhale. And 6. Exhale. Keep that breath going. Just 10. Pulling that dowel in, don't forget that part. Very important to keep the spine long. One more as a group. And we go into our up and over around the world. Here we go. It might be nice to widen your hands a little bit on this one. So if we were really tight here, it's okay to bring them out a little bit more, especially if your shoulders feel tight. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. All the way up. Remember the peach under your chin. We are not looking at the dowel as it goes up above our head. Okay, we're staying focused. Halfway. And 8. Nice. 2 more. Getting ready for your hinge and punch. Good. Bring it back in. Elbows bent. Bring it nice and close to your body. I'm just going to move my hands in more, and I'm starting on the opposite side. Here we go. Exhale. Rotate. Okay, on this one, sometimes I see a lot of, well, when I see clients in person doing this, I see a lot of, when they punch, I see a lot of this, so they're letting their other shoulder come up. So when you're punching, I'll just face you so you can see, make sure that when it punches, this shoulder isn't compromising. Okay, so you rotate, it's only that opposite hand moving. Just a tip, just kind of give yourself a body scan, see if that applies to you. I see it more commonly than not, especially if you're a higher level injury and you're using a chair with a pretty big backrest or a power chair. And 3, 2, and 1. And awesome. Good. Okay, let's set the dowels away for now. Go ahead and grab a sip of water, and we're going to move on to another circuit. We're going to move this up slightly. We're going to start with the band today. Okay, I would do a lighter band unless you're someone in here who we've specifically done this exercise with one of your bands and you're using a different one, then that's fine. But otherwise, I would start with a little bit lighter of a band. Okay, and we're going to do external shoulder rotations. So the elbows are in, palms are up, okay, nice and tall in the chest. And it's like you're hitchhiking your thumbs outwards. So the elbows stay squeezed. You're going to externally rotate just like you're going to break that band. Okay, 10 reps here. 6, 7, and 8. This is 9 and 10 and awesome. Good. Okay, you're going to take the band and just set it on your lap. You're going to grab your weights. We're going to do some punching. 30 reps. So we're going to get the heart rate up a little bit. Okay? We're going to do 30 reps alternating. So it's only 15 on each side. Here. So it's like we're blocking someone from boxing. So we're blocking our face. So we're not going to be down here. Okay? When you go to punch, you're going to slightly punch just across of your chest. So if my midline is here, I'm punching just across. And I'm turning my palm down, and then I'm bringing it nice, quick back in. So we're punching, and we're coming in. Okay, nice and controlled. We're not throwing any movements away. So it's control, bring it in. Power, bring it in. Boom. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Keep that nice long spine. 10. You can also do this without weights. 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome, good. Arms are going to come down to the sides. Okay, so weights are just down at my sides. Elbows are in. Bicep curl, double bicep curl here, and then back down. Double bicep curl and back down. Good. So this is a hinge of the elbow. 4 and 5. And 7. Good. Once again, you can do this without weight. We're trying to find that pain-free range of motion. You can have discomfort and work. The muscles can get fatigued, but we definitely don't want to have any straining feelings or like an excruciating like shooting or in the joints, nothing like that. Okay, a little bit of fatigue and soreness in the muscle as we go on is fine. But that would be all we're looking for, if that, okay? And again, and then take a little rest. Good, okay. So we have 3 in our circuit. So we have our external shoulder rotations with the band. This is 1. We have our punches for 30, 2. And then I think I did more than 10 bicep curls. I'll demonstrate about 15 for that, depending on where we're all at. And if you get out 10, that's great. Sip of water, and then we're doing this again. Okay, here we go. So band nice and tall, shoulders back, chin slightly tucked, externally rotating those thumbs. Think of the shoulder blades moving, doing the work first. 4. Hi, Sydney. And 6. Jump on in if you come in late. Happy to have you here. And 9. 1 more to 10. And good. We can set that on the lap again. Go ahead and grab your weights, punches, sitting up nice and tall. Okay, we're in that blocking state, so we're just blocking the face. Remember, we're crossing just over the midline. Palm is going to turn down. 3, 2, and 1. Controlled. You can still be powerful and have control with your movements. 10. 10. And 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Bring those hands down. Take a second. Bicep curls. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Elbows don't move. We're bringing the fingernails up to the armpits. 10 to 15. I'll demonstrate 15. because these will be probably light for a lot of us considering we use them for the punch. Or maybe some of us need a chance to grab weights because they didn't use them for the punch, and that's fine. And that's your 5. And relax. Good. Awesome. Okay. Quick circuit, but it's a lot. So we're going to do that again. We have 2 more rounds of this today. 4 rounds because it's pretty quick. Okay. Sip of water if you need it. 20 seconds. We're going to start again. Okay. Check your posture on these breaks. Make sure that we don't start slouching in our chairs. We want to get nice and tall, feet flat on the floor. Okay, and here we go. Elbows are in, thumbs are out. 3, 2, this is round 3. That's it. Last one. Shoulder blade squeezing. Good. This one should feel really nice. Okay, here we go. Punches. I've been starting on my right, so I'm going to start with my left. 3, 2, and 1. Powerful and controlled. That's 10. That's another 10. 7, 6, breathing. 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, everybody, just one more round of these 3 before we move on. Okay, so 20-second break. Let's see. Okay, and here we go. 3, last time I promised. 2, 1, and externally rotate, smooth. If this feels too challenging, then widen your grip. Make it longer on the band. If it's not challenging enough, try narrowing your grip. See how tall you can get. And that's 10. Awesome. Band aside. Here we go. Punches. 3, 2. I'm going to start left again. 1, and go. Controlled. Counting down. 9, 8. And 1. Okay, good, everybody. You're done with that circuit. So let's go ahead and put the weights aside. We're actually going to go back to the band. Okay, and we're going to be doing another type of punch. Okay, so this time we're going to be punching still to the front, but not so crossed over like we did with the dumbbells. So you're going to take your band, hopefully it's long, and you're going to put it around your back or your shoulders, okay? And if, once again, this might be where the hooks or the loops might be handy. If you're somebody that this might be hard to grip like this, you might want to have the bands looped, and then you can just have them around your wrist or even in the nook of your thumb and your fingers, okay? That will be very helpful. But just for time's sake, I'm going to demonstrate like this. If you are not using that, just grab the ends like I'm showing, okay? Nice and tall, and this time the punches are going to be right out to the front. So this is almost like, it's almost like a chest press for those of you that do any weight training with me otherwise. Okay, so we're gonna have the arms. So we're gonna start straight out like this, okay? And you're gonna just bring, you can see how my palms are neutral. We're just gonna bring them down if possible. If that's not possible, this is fine. And then we're gonna just bring the elbows back, okay? So where there's a chest press like this, typically we have our elbows wide. We're actually keeping the elbows narrow. So it's the same push, but you're just pushing right in front as opposed to winging out like this. And that's just so that we don't let this happen. Okay, so this, another word for this, for those of you that are keeping track of the things you do for your exercise, we could call this a neutral press. Okay, so here we go. So we're going to press, turn the palms, and then back in. And I'm pressing chest height. Okay, so we're not going higher than that. For 10. And 10, and then release. Good, awesome. Okay, we can take that away for now. Go ahead and grab the dowel. Kayak, so this is a variation of a rotation. We're gonna be on the clock for this one. I find this one's better to put on a clock. So I'm gonna put the timer on, 1 minute, basic kayaks. We're just gonna be going right and and left. Please don't demonstrate on a couch like I'm doing. I want your dowel to go way down into the floor, but this we're not hinging, we're just staying tall. So it's just the rotation and the rotation for 1 minute, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, and go. We're here for 1 minute. Think of like you're being on the water. Pretend it's not super raining and gross out today. Sunshine. And we're kayaking through Falls Creek. Nice, everybody. You are over halfway. Keep that breath going. Taller with every kayak. We always get taller. Five seconds. And time. Awesome. Good. Okay. So put that aside. Okay. We're going to add one more into the exercise here, or into the workout, sorry. Okay. And you're going to go ahead and you're just going to grab, we'll just do one today. One arm. Okay. So weight is in one hand. Okay. And I'm going to have it over to my other side. So let's see. Okay, this can be also nothing. This could just be the range. So we're here, and it's like I'm gonna pull a sword out of my pocket, and I'm gonna come up to the ceiling, and then back down, okay? So we pull up. Okay, so you can also do this without weight, just this motion here, which is totally acceptable. Otherwise, weight. Okay, once again, this is probably for most of us like 1 or 2 pounds, if. Okay, so here we go, 10 on each side. 3, 2, and 1. Up and up. Nice. These are called sword pulls. Nice. 7, good. This is 8. Do what you can. Even if you start with weight and you need to drop weight, that's fine. And other side. Awesome. Okay. So it's okay to drop weight. These are pretty tough. Okay. Even if you start with a pound or 2 and then halfway just ditch the weight and you can finish up if you need to with range of motion. Okay. Here we go. Other side. 3, 2, and 1. Pull it up and down. Okay, so when I pull that sword out of my pocket, notice how my elbow's leading. Elbow leads up. I'm keeping it super close to my body. Two more. And that's 10. And bring it down. Awesome, good. Okay, that is our circuit today. So it's a little longer. So we have our neutral grip press here. Okay. And then we have our dowel kayaks with the dowel. Okay. And then we're going to go into the sword pull. Okay, so get a sip of water. The sword pull is 2 sides, so this round feels pretty long. And we're going to see if we can get out the 3 rounds, okay? Okay, are we ready? So getting yourself ready with the band. Hopefully this pace is pretty good for everybody in here. Sometimes it's hard to tell when I can't see. All right, here we go. The beauty of that, though, is you can always go back and redo this later because it's recorded. All right, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Neutral chest press or neutral press. Remember your posture. And that's 10. Awesome. Okay, band aside. Dowel kayaks, getting ready. We're on the clock for 1 minute. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and go. Remember to go deeper than what I'm demonstrating here on my couch. You should have probably no space at your hip there to really drive that dowel into the floor / imaginary water. Okay, you can go as fast as you want as long as you have control. That's it, everybody. 20 seconds left. Ten. Really feel that rotation in the trunk for 2, 1, and relax. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to start with my left arm this time for my sword pull. Opposite as before. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Pull the imaginary sword up and out to the ceiling. Eight, 9, last time, and that was 10. Beautiful. Okay, take a second, shake out that hand or that arm if you need to. Other side. Here we go. Cross body, nice and tall, and here we go. 3, pull that sword out of your pocket. 2. You can absolutely hold on with your other hand. So the hand that isn't working, this hand, if you need to stabilize on your chair, that's totally fine. Just make sure that pull through is super close to your body. Two more. And again. And take a little break. Good. Okay, are there any comments or questions about that one? Because that's That's a newer one that I don't typically do in this class. So if anyone has any comments or questions, now's the time before we hit all this one more time. Okay, otherwise we're good. I'll take it as a good sign. 20 seconds and then we're starting. Okay, unless I see a comment. Also, I forgot to mention at the end today, just there's a link that's going to be put in the chat, and this is just for just a survey to give feedback to the Disability Foundation and ConnectTogether for their programs and how you found today's workout. So if you don't mind, at the end of today, Angela's going to throw that in the chat. Take a couple seconds, fill that out, and we really appreciate it, the feedback, okay? All right, we're getting into our third round here. So our neutral press, so get yourself ready. Either tied around your wrists or grabbing like so. Okay, here we go. Neutral grip, 3, 2, and 1. Punch, elbows are staying in. No higher than your chest. Two more, everybody. And excellent, good. Take that band off. Go ahead and grab your dowel. Excuse me. Okay, on the clock here, ready? 3, 2, 1, and go. Think of that rotation coming from belly button height, getting taller with every rotation. And exhale, exhale, breathing. You are halfway here, everybody. Keep going. Just keep moving. Even if you slow down, push yourself. 10 seconds. Drive that dowel down into the floor. 3, 2, and time. Awesome. Good. Okay. Sword pulls. Any side you want to start with. Okay. I'm going to start left again. 3, 2, and 1. And down. Remember, this can be no weight. Last 2, everybody. Breathe. And that was it for the left side. Okay, other side. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. That's it. And last one. And awesome. Good. Okay. We have some time left. So if we're feeling ambitious, I'd love to do a 4th round with you. Get a sip of water. And then we're going to do this one more time. All 3 of these exercises. 4 and 4. That means we fit a lot in today. That's awesome. Okay. Are we ready? 3, 2, I'm not even ready. 3, 2, 1, and neutral punch. Here we go. Or neutral press. And 10, and you are all done with the band for the day, so put that away. Here we go. Last time with your dowel rotations or your kayaks, starting in 3, 2, 1, and go. 1 whole minute here. Okay, if you feel good about this, pick up the speed or the pace. Okay, if you were able to do your full 3 minutes before this, then you need to go faster. Okay, but faster doesn't mean throwing your movements away. It means control, just moving quicker through space. "30 seconds in. Keep going. Drive that dowel down deep into that water. "15 seconds. Keep breathing. You're almost there, everybody. 5. Rotating from the belly button. And relax. Awesome. Good. Okay, dowel set aside. This is your last time with your sword pull. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Remember, you can support yourself with your other hand if you need to. Getting that stability. Two more. And other side. Awesome. 3, 2, and 1. Almost there, everybody. Troopers. We fit a lot of sets in today. Four more. Last one. And that was your time. Good. All right, everybody. That is the workout today. So you should be pretty warm. The only thing I'm going to recommend, and I can't demonstrate it here, is for those of you that know what a pec stretch is, the corner pec stretch. Everybody in here is actually on Ocean Insider Club, I believe. Go ahead and look up the corner pec stretch and just go do that on your own in a door jam. I can't show it here, but essentially you're just going to bring the elbow up into the door jam and just turn your body away and start to get a little bit of stretch in that pec area. Okay, so just go look up corner pec stretch. It's on the site. There's a video, super helpful. Otherwise, I am going to open it up to Angela. She's going to put the survey in there for everyone. If you have just a couple minutes, it won't take long. We love your feedback. It really helps. And I will wait on for like a minute. There isn't a huge group today, so if anybody hasn't spoken up yet, I'm pretty sure everybody is good. But otherwise, I look forward to seeing everyone next week, the week before a holiday. So next week we're meeting, but then the following week is a holiday. Okay? Awesome. Thank you, everybody. I hope you all have a great day.